Oh yeah, that's the stuff. And today we're going to be talking about my pick for Knife of the Year 2021. Let's get it. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Everyday Minimalist. My name is Brandon and I hope you're having a great day. If you're new here to the channel, I review knives, EDC gear, and then a bunch of other products. So if you're interested in seeing more, go ahead, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell icon so you know when that next video is live. In today's video, we're going to be talking about my #1 pick for Knife of the Year 2021. And of course, this is going to be my opinion. If you guys have a different opinion, I'd love to hear your feedback in the comment section below, and I will most definitely be reading through those. Now, I do have a few runner-up knives I wanted to talk about before we dive into my #1 pick. And let's just go ahead and start from the top. This is going to be the first one that was kind of a runner-up, and that is the Savivi Bow. The Savivi Bow is a Brad Zinker design, and I absolutely adore this knife for its price. These things go for about $60 to $70, and the reason why this was a runner-up is because of its minimalistic design. It's very clean, it's very modern, you've got Nitro V steel, it's got this crazy awesome G10 scale that I haven't seen in any other Savivi knives. It's been fantastic to carry, and the size of this knife is just awesome. It's just super easy to pick up and put in the pocket and pretty much take out and pass it over to a friend if I really wanted to. I have yet to do a full review on the Savivi Bow, so if you guys are interested in seeing a full review on this, just let me know in the comments. I'd love to make a video on this for you guys. The next runner up on the list is the Demco Knives 80-20.5. Now, this knife has been everywhere around social media, and it's due to the fact that it has the shark lock mechanism, and it's based off of the 80-20. The 80-20 is the big brother version of the 20.5, and it's been around for a little bit, but the 20.5 released this year. What makes this one super special again is this shark lock mechanism, and it's just super fidget friendly. For 150 bucks, you get a lot of knife. The reason why I didn't pick this knife for Knife of the Year 2021 is due to the fact that it has Oz 10A steel, and then these scales are kind of hideous in my opinion. If they went with the super clean G10, I think this would have actually taken Knife of the Year 2021, a matter of fact. It's a really good size and it fits in the pocket really well. You've got tons of deployment method. You can basically do the light switch method if you wanted to. You can also thumb flick it or spidey flick it, in matter of fact, and it's just really ergonomically pleasing. I just wish they changed the blade material as well as the scale material, and if they do make those changes in the future, I will definitely consider this for maybe Knife of the Year 2022, who knows. If you're interested in seeing a full review on the 80-20.5, I'll definitely be leaving a link in the description below so you guys can check out this specific model. The last runner up on this list is going to be the Benchmade Mini Adamas. As a lot of you guys know, Benchmade is one of my most favorite brands in the knife industry. That's due to the fact that they do make some really sexy knives. The Mini Adamas is no exception. This thing is just super sexy. It comes with premium CPM crewwear steel. You've got these crazy awesome G10 scales with that FDE kind of look. Not only that, but it also does have a deep carry pocket clip, and of course the axis lock mechanism. This is still one of my favorite locking mechanisms to date. I know a lot of you guys are going to complain about the Omega springs breaking, but I own over 20 Benchmade knives and I've never had that happen. Let's knock on wood and hope that doesn't happen in the future. This thing is a really good EDC size, and the only reason why I did not pick this knife for Knife of the Year 2021 is because of how bulky it is. Again, this is more of a robust type of knife than a minimalist type of knife, so you'd probably want to use this in like a construction environment if you're going to be doing like home renovations, stuff like that, or if you wanted a really cool survival folder type of knife. It's definitely worth the $200 that you'd be spending on one. It's just not as good as my #1 pick. And again, I've done a full review on this knife as well. If you want to check that out, there will be a link in the description below. So let's just jump right into it. What is my pick for Knife of the Year 2021? That is going to be this guy, the Tactile Rockwall. This is a really interesting knife, and this is the thumb stud version with with MagnaCut steel. Now, the reason why I picked this knife for Knife of the Year 2021 is just due to its really nice minimalistic design and also the innovation that went into this model. There is the flipper version of this knife, but I personally prefer the thumb stud version. The reason being is just because you don't have an extra flipper tab just kind of hanging out. You can literally just flick it open with that thumb stud and it fires with authority. On top of that, it's made of titanium with the CPM MagnaCut steel, which we'll get to in just a second. You've got a really good deep carry pocket clip, and the ergonomics are really nice with this knife. So let's talk about MagnaCut. This steel is brand new to me and it's new to the knife industry. It's one of the most new premium knife steels that you can purchase right now. But the problem with it is it gets really expensive, especially if you go through a manufacturer like Chris Reeve. As a matter of fact, I think I saw a video on a Chris Reeve Sebenza 31 in MagnaCut and it was going for like $1,500 or some absurd dollar amount like that. I was super lucky to get a MagnaCut version of the Rockwall in the thumb stud variant, and I actually did use this knife to pretty much move my entire house. If you've ever moved before, there's a bunch of cutting of boxes, tape, zip ties, cellophane wrap, whatever it may be, and this thing has been able to retain its edge. I'm thoroughly impressed with MagnaCut so far, and I'll be putting this thing through its paces. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm going to be batoning trees or like cutting rocks or anything like that. I just want to give it a lot of pocket time and a lot of use in opening packages and stuff like that. With this knife, it is very low profile, so extremely thin. It fits in the pocket really well. And if you look on the locking side, there's actually no screws whatsoever. And it just looks so clean and minimal. That's what I absolutely love about this knife. The action is super clean with this knife. It fires out with authority and closes with ease. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. This thing almost didn't make the cut for Knife of the Year 2021. I've got a 20CV version and a MagnaCut version here. The 20CV version is the first one that I received, and it did encounter a big issue. And basically, when I was going to flick it open and doing my thing, the detent ball completely fell out of the lock bar. And if you guys have ever had that happen before, it basically makes it so that the blade is not held in place and it would pretty much free fall at all times. So that was a huge no-go for me. This happened about a month ago. I got in contact with Tactile Knife. They have fantastic customer service, and this is kind of what revived it in my opinion. I basically emailed them. They emailed me back the next day. I shipped this back to them. They got it fixed within like 2 or 3 business days, and then next day it aired it back out to me. I gotta tell you, the service is really good with them. As long as you include your information, what happened with the knife and or pen, and don't treat them like you're an angry Karen. Since then, the 20CV version has been absolutely fantastic. I have been flicking it open as hard as I possibly can to try to get that detent ball to fall out, and it actually hasn't happened yet. Knock on wood, but I think this is gonna be solid. But there you guys have it. Knife of the Year 2021. My #1 pick is gonna be the Tactile Knife Rockwall. Again, if there's any other knives that I need to check out that released in 2021, let me know in the comments and I'll definitely take a look at them. One last thing before I let you guys go. Guys, check this out. My buddy Chris actually made a few of these everyday minimalist gray topo hanks. If you guys don't know what a hank is, this thing actually has 2 sides. One side is microfiber and then the other side is this gray topo pattern with my logo on it. And it really helps out when I need to clean like my MacBook screen, my phone screen, my sunglasses, as well as my camera lenses. These are, again, limited quantities. I will be leaving a link in the description below. You guys might want to go pick one up. There's not a ton of them. These things are going for about 25 bucks on Chris's website, and hopefully you can get your hands on one of them. I carry this every single day inside my EDC pouch, and I absolutely love this thing. Aside from that, if you guys enjoyed this content, go ahead, throw me a thumbs up. If you disliked it, throw me a thumbs down. I know YouTube's super lame. You can't really see how many dislikes are on a video now, but I can see those, and I can improve off of that. Thank you guys so much for your time that you spent with me today. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.